Okay, I'm starting to conclude that the core is just not worth trading. It's because the strikes are basically right there. The way that I'm doing it with the you're getting whipsawed too often because everything is right at the place where you're doing it. So either the bearish or the bullish. But I'm probably going to stop trading the core. Because I just don't think I just think it's too hard. I mean, I think it could work if I probably reconfigured it, did it in a slightly different way or something. But you know, so but there's plenty of other trades up here for me to be screwing around with. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just not be doing this next week. But let's see if I can get out of this just for fun. Anyway, okay, so. I mean, look at that. This was at $200 today, and hasn't moved. And all it's done is get lower. And literally, all that's happened is the theta has gotten lower and lower and lower, and this hasn't moved at all. I mean, this was up hot up here today, and it's literally come straight down. And has lost money. Even though it says positive theta, it's been negative theta all day. Volatility, it's crazy. So this is not. That's because of the configuration that I copied from Ryan's, and there's too many long. So even if I were to do the core again, I'm probably going to do it with a different way, more time on it, less longs, probably, having more longs or fewer longs with more time on them, and you get out. They'll hold the volatility better, something like that. But I'm not going to. This is not a good idea this way. So. The bearish I'm still thinking could work, especially with the bearish combined with the core puts. But anyway, let me just say, I'm just fooling around here. Okay, so that is that. So I'm going to do this here. Something like that. Here, let me do fewer. Okay. That's 308. I'm just doing that, and then maybe another one of these. Move it down a little bit. Let's see, 30. Move those down 3 maybe. So 305 to 312. Okay, and then I would get out of the trade that I'm in, out of the MES that I'm in. Right, and then if this started to take off, maybe to 3170, I would get in there and then get out of these. So I'm just going to do that, but I'm no longer, I'm not, I don't think I'm looking to trade this trade anymore. As it is. Okay, so let me just say that really. So wait. So sorry. What am I saying? So here. So I'm locking this in here. Let me move this down. Sorry. Let me 3170. So okay, but just I want to play it out. It's good practice anyway. Sometimes when you're in a jam, you need to know what to do. So okay. So here I'm getting out of this one. Locking it out. 3170 would be, if it goes down to 3170 again, I would enter another one of these, and these are what I'm just trying to break even now. So I raised it up a little bit just to hopefully get something out of it, and I might do it again in the morning, depending, and if it goes down to 3170. I'm gonna do that. So this is the core. So 3170, you can see it. Here's the time. Okay. So if you're at 3170, so that's that. I'm gonna have him look at these, right? Okay. Yeah. So this one's still hanging in, even though it sucks. This is under that black, which means I haven't done it. So I'm looking at break even there, or make something bearish. I talked about the core puts. Oops, is doing fine, like we said. I wasn't planning on doing anything unless it goes down to 3180, if you remember, and then I would get into a second one. So But again, this has been coming down all day. This had a lot more potential, and now it's not. So it's these far out ones with all these. I copied one of the Ryan's configurations, and I actually like Randy's. This version of Randy's better. But you can see Randy's also. I mean, it's been all day. It started with a little over $50 today, and it's less, and it hasn't moved. This should be making money. The theta is literally the theta and the volatility decrease are canceling each other out. Okay, so there's that. But anyway, but this is still doing fine. This one I'm just waiting until next week. But you can see I'm bleeding. The loss is going away. It was more like 400 or something. So now it's there's still plenty there. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, okay. So now the volatility proof one. Yep. Oh look, wow, I'm back and look. This works because the volatility proof. It doesn't have to deal with that bullshit. So I'm going to be looking more along these lines in the future, I think. Okay, and then Ryan's we just showed. Still doing okay. The flat delta one, I talked about that. Okay, now I'm minorly in profit. That's because these trades that I do, they generally benefit from a drop in volatility. And the put spreads are $63. Oops, right like that. Not that this doesn't really matter that much on this, but there it is. And oh yeah, and then this week already covered. I got out, and then I wanted to. I was showing Randy that I took this trade in my Tradier account, and I did it on purpose. I thought this down here that I could lose $50 if it falls makes it so that you can bring this closer together and make more of a space here. So if it goes up here at all, you could just buy something cheap and make it risk free. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be doing other trades, especially the bearish one. And I'll probably go back and do another of the vertical bear, which will benefit if it falls. So if I put a vertical bear on, right before the close on Friday, tomorrow, and if it falls over the weekend, I might even put it on. I don't really want to put it on now, because if I put it on now and it goes up tomorrow, that'll be good for this and bad for that. So I want to put the vertical bear and maybe the bearish one on tomorrow, because all this can do is lose $40. So this falls down, yeah. So I'm gonna it's a good plan for me anyway. Maybe to put this on each week on Thursday with a small loss if it falls over to the downside, and then on Friday put something that if it falls over the weekend, it makes more than this. So that combination would work well. Okay, so that's that. I think that's everything. So probably canceling the core trade, but this is why I'm doing it, to go through them. The bullish one I kind of like, because it seems like even under crazy weeks you're going to have to hardly at all ever intervene, and it's very unlikely to whipsaw. And if it actually goes up that high, which is not that likely, if it does, I'd probably just get out right away, or very quickly look to get out, just so I take a very small loss and don't try to stay in it to win it. This core trade over and over, I'm having to do this. And the bearish trade, actually, it's like you either win right away, either way. So I'm still thinking the bearish and the bullish could be trades that I use. We'll see. Core is out. And also, where is it? I was talking to Randy just about the concept. This is not really a trade, so next week I'm not going to put this on as a trade. I'm just going to put it on not to try to win it, just to observe it. So this is not a trade where it's going to go into the matrix to see if we would have won it, but it's going to be, we want to know how this volatility fares like that. If this falls down here, would this come up? So let me lock these in now, and you can see. And so it's 716 and 207, and I'm gonna see. I mean, I'm just doing it on the video. I can I'll clean this all up and move these around, but you can see what the strikes are and the expirations and the time and the money. So you know everything's legit. But I want to get rid of. I want to, like, it would be amazing if, like, imagine that this, like, by falling, this will go up. I'm just not that sure if it does, because the volatility for the options, won't it go, I don't fucking know. Maybe it should, because you're going toward it. And market volatility is going to help. I don't know. It might work. We're hoping it's going to work. I guess I could go and try to backtest it, find a few examples on ONE, and just do it. Go find the time where the market fell that week and see what would have happened or something.
There are no timers set.
Okay. Anyway, so that was Alexa talking to you. Okay. Sorry to keep talking. I'm just seeing if I covered everything. All right.